I got my John back this week.
Hello, everybody.
And it's a 6 p.m. Gratcast. We popped it a little earlier, John.
We're hitting everybody with a surprise on my return. Yeah. It even surprised me.
We were supposed to promote it last week. We were supposed to let everybody know of the time change, but we did not. Oh. We didn't. John, what happened in your absence? Where were you, man?
Well, I mean, I actually listened to the playback, which I told you I did.
You did? What'd you think of it?
I actually enjoyed it. You saw that message I sent you, and you were like, nah. And I was like, no, it sounded pretty good. I thought you guys had a really good rapport. But genuinely, I thought you did. Couple of feet getting stepped on for the most part, but for the most part, it was actually pretty good. Really good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, John.
And I wish I could have been here, to be completely honest, because like you said in the beginning, the Lions won and the Bills won, but now we can't talk about it because now we've already lost the following week.
John,
so really,
I think the only reason they won is because you weren't here. Yeah. Every single time you're here on Monday, they got smoked on Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm starting to put the connection.
Yeah.
It's all your fault, John. This is a rewriting history episode of Gratcast.
Yeah, for sure. But you knew I had to go into work. We're on a skeleton crew. Long story short, you already discussed it. You know, everyone already knows. So I had to go into work. Somebody had gotten in a car accident though. So that's why they couldn't work. So that's why it was the emergency call-in.
Were they all right?
Well, yeah, but they just broke their arm. But they were in the car accident and had to go to the hospital and deal with it. So, I mean...
So, broken arm, they're going to be out of the rotation for a little while.
That's my point. But we did just recently hire a new server, so hopefully... And they're full-time and so on and so forth. So hopefully it balances out.
This is a zero-sum game here, John.
Yeah, but I told you. I talked to my boss, and she made it sound like Mondays are going to be good, so hopefully I don't miss any more. How's that sound? Yeah, of course.
We got any sound effects?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I was rocking sound effects.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even. Yeah, I know. Right here.
I got sound effect giddy.
Yeah, right. I know. You're so all about it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
Talk to me.
In my week this past week, John, some real elite type stuff here, man. You guys don't all get to do these type of things.
Elite type stuff.
Yeah, man. There's just stuff that goes on in this world that we get to a certain level and the doors open. You have access to stuff that other people don't have access to.
Okay, for example?
I was invited to join the Illuminati this week.
And did you immediately turn tail and run?
Absolutely not. I had some follow-up questions.
Okay, well, tell me about this.
John?
Chris?
How did the Illuminati contact me, you might ask? I was hoping you'd ask so, John.
I didn't even think about how they contacted you because you just told me. But okay, how did they contact you?
It's the 21st century. How else would the Illuminati
through a
contact
text?
me and recruit me?
Oh, they need your number. No, but if they're Illuminati, they have your number.
In my DMs, John. In Instagram. A blind DM in Instagram.
Oh, it's a direct message? You didn't tell me. I thought it was like an email or something. Like, what a great ad. An ad for the Illuminati.
No. Direct message in my Instagram from Airy 3378.
Oh, he's calling you out. Yeah. What's up?
Join the great Illuminati today and become rich and famous. Are you seeking for wisdom and knowledge? Yes, I am. Are you a businessman? Well. A woman? Not so much. But a pastor? No. Politician? No. Musician? No. Doctor? No. Footballer? Once upon a time, but I don't think he means a American footballer, John.
No, I guess not.
And then student? ? All these great jobs and careers, and then just student. Like, shouldn't it be like doctorate students or something like that? Are we just letting liberal arts students join the Illuminati now?
Maybe they had a screening process and they screened you and you met the criteria. How much can you make a year?
I just have a problem with the whole. We're just open doors for students. There's all sorts of types of students, and liberal arts students shouldn't be joining the Illuminati. You want me in? These are some things I want to express.
Yeah, seriously.
Right. Do you want to be a famous artist or an actor? Now you're talking my language. Maybe not on the actor so much, but artist, absolutely. Mm-hmm. You want to be rich, powerful, and famous in the world? Probably a little bit. Join the Illuminati New World Order and let your dreams come through. Because nothing says the real Illuminati like typos. Become a member today and receive the sum of $700,000 every month. I'm not sure if that's every month or if that's an annual payment. You're going to have to get your own information when they ask.
Maybe that's Illuminati speak.
I got a lot to learn, John.
Yeah, seriously.
With a car or reply, yes, so we can proceed. Little starry emoji. So I asked a couple little follow-up questions for Jerry. How are you so sure I'm not already a member of the Illuminati?
Okay. Oh, okay.
How does Jerry know? I mean, I guess he's.
It could go back to the screening process. I mean, you never know, but okay.
2, who do you think really believes in the Illuminati, yet also believes who do you think believes in the Illuminati, yet also believes the Illuminati would recruit through direct messages on Instagram?
Well, actually, let me ask you this.
And all he responded is, yes, people believe it.
Oh, he actually did respond. I didn't think there would even be a response.
Absolutely. So apparently this is a successful recruiting tool for him.
Well, of course, they probably actually got their advertising via that Taco Bell commercial for the Illuminati. Did you see that when it was out?
I did see that. I did.
Like, they're just throwing it in your face. Like, hey, here's the Illuminati symbol, right? There's the Illuminati. What is all that?
I can't talk about it, John.
Obviously, yes.
I'm in the early stage of the recruitment process here. But here's the thing that threw me for a curveball.
Okay.
I didn't expect it to come in a direct message, John. We grew up in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
With the Skulls. They come and abduct you in a panel van.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw you in with a hood over your head.
Yeah.
And then they tell you a crazy, way too much testosterone in the room, a macho event.
Yeah, for sure. And that's how you become a part of them.
Yeah, that's how I was told.
You have to earn it. They don't just send you a secret little message. Hey, here's a good deal. Join us, and we'll pay you a lot of money. You'll be famous. Well.
Excellent.
Start a big, crazy, successful podcast in Peru, and the Illuminati will come looking for you too.
Seriously, that's all you have to do. It's really not difficult, I'm told.
Another shout out to Peru. All right, John. Another thing that happened this week is, well, first, I'm just going to say something in passing. I'm tired of the social media affirmations. If you have to go on your social media page every single day and talk about peace and love, and today I'm taking on the world, and I'm going to accomplish all these great things, the only person you're trying to convince is yourself, man.
Like,
it drives me nuts. I see this stuff flooding my feed.
It seems like and I know we've discussed this before. It just seems like you're saying, look at me, not like I care. It's like if you care, you might do something. You don't have to show people that you care by saying that you care, right?
Well,
it's just like, look at me, like this.
I just see it as like you're trying real hard to convince the one person you can't convince, which is yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
So another thing that happened to me this week, John, and I want you to be honest with me. You tell me if I was in the right or wrong here, because I almost started a class war, and I feel like I was
class war.
Yeah, I felt like I was taking a stand for everyday decency. Okay.
Okay.
So Andrea and I are pulling into a gas station, and it's the cheapest gas station within a several-mile radius. Okay? So everybody's trying to get into this gas station.
Right.
And there's one pump. Of course, it's like the middle island. There's one pump there that's out of order.
Okay.
So you can't get 2 cars in there. You can only get one here. There's a bunch of people finishing up at the pumps.
Okay.
And we were coming in for where the pump that's out of order is.
Okay.
We're now there, and all the other pumps are taken.
So you're in an empty spot, but you can't
Yes.
use it because the pump doesn't work.
Yes.
So you're waiting for the pump in front of you.
So, no, across from this pump, now, which would be on the same gas tank side, if I backed right around and basically did a reverse U-turn around the pumps.
Okay.
There's a guy that's completely finished up, pumped his gas, paid, got his receipt, sitting back in his Mercedes, and he's ready to go and can pull off right to the side. And over there's an open parking spot on the way out of the gas station area that he could pull off to the side to if he really wanted to.
Okay.
So there's a big giant truck with the huge elevated tires blocking everything in, and now everything is like 3 layers of blocked in,
Okay.
all waiting on us to be able to move out of the way to free up people leaving and free people coming into other pumps. So now there's people coming and going that are all blocked in by us.
Okay.
Yet we can't move until guy in his Mercedes sitting there that just finished up his pump decides he's ready to move on with his day and get along.
Do we know what he's doing right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's balancing his checkbook in there, John. He's got the receipt from the gas. He's sitting there. He's writing notes on it. And, okay.
Who balances a checkbook nowadays?
Write down the price of the gas, the date, whatever, real quick. Wait a little bit. Guy's still sitting there, just writing along, whatever. All right, if it's going to take you more than 30 seconds and you realize half the world right now is waiting on you to get this gas station operation rolling again,
Yeah.
pull off to the side, finish up your little receipt business, and go on with your day. There's plenty of room right there. But of course, Mr. Mercedes is all blocked in his own little world and has everybody held hostage while Mr. Entitlement's sitting here filling out his tax discounts for the day here. So I started giving him the business. Look, come on, buddy. What the fuck? Hey, get moving, man. Come on. There's a parking spot right there. Guy wants nothing to do with this. It takes his time. And then finally, John, this dude pulls away and uses the parking spot to stop and yell back. You want to give me the finger, buddy? Blah, 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 blah.
Wait a minute. So he was so oblivious, or he didn't care, to do that in the first place, and he would have saved all that trouble. And I'm actually kind of curious. What kind of car are you driving right now?
Well, it's not my car, John, but I am also driving a Mercedes right now. But in name only, it's a Mercedes.
I see. Okay.
So technically, he probably thought we were I was one of his own, but no, man. You like the common folk. We got gas to get. We got the time is money here. We're trying to deliver McDonald's.
And then you turned on him. You turned on one of his own. Turned on him.
That's because I was undercover, John. The Mercedes that we're driving.
Yeah, I know.
It has 200,000 miles on it because it can't get any more miles.
The odometer doesn't spin anymore?
No, the odometer doesn't spin anymore, and it doesn't. And it didn't stop at a hard number, so it stops intentionally. But yeah, we're still waiting for our car back, John.
Come on!
Oh, dude, from what
I should have questioned when I saw it.
I don't even know what month this is. This is October 1st.
That's okay. Well,
October 1st. This meeting happened like June.
Okay.
Over the summer in June. And still, our car's been in and out of that shop ever
October
since.
2nd. 1st. 2nd. Whatever the date is. It's October.
It's heading quickly towards October 2nd, John.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. Actually, when you hear this on the website, it'll already be past October 2nd. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So, do you have no word, 0 word on the vehicle?
We call every Monday. Every Monday he says, maybe we'll have a little update for you by the end of the week. No update. We call on Monday. Maybe we'll have a little update for the end of the week. So until then, I roll undercover in this is like I think it's from
Mercedes.
The 80s, but it says it's an early 90s Mercedes, but it's got the not I want to say cordless phone, but it's not a cordless phone. It's got the phone in the armrest.
No
it's got
way, it does really. I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I gotta see the next time we're in it. Did you actually pick it up to see if not to call on it, but did you see if it actually powers up?
No. I didn't even think to. That'd be crazy.
I mean, the first thing I would check.
If it's still active.
I wouldn't use it, though, because you never know. You could be jacking that dude's something.
All right, John. So, first serious topic of the week here.
All right.
Moving on to some real talk.
This guy's a heavy breather over here, man.
Yeah.
I can hear him.
Is our number one fan, Bear? And by fan, I don't mean a cool fan.
No, his actually breath is like the devil's breath right now. It's great.
So,
it's so hot.
This is still going on. I can't believe they're still dragging this thing out. With the whole Kavanaugh confirmation thing. Now we're at the FBI investigation part here, John.
I knew we were going to discuss it. I'm so not. Okay. But go on. Let's go.
This is going to be a quick one. Because I just have one thing to get off my chest here on this whole situation.
And what's that?
What is going to happen to all the regular folks, all the people that are loyal supporters of their politicians, loyal Democrats, loyal Republicans, good, wholesome American people.
Okay.
When inevitably the Trump FBI finds the Trump guy, Kavanaugh, not guilty or they couldn't find anything to move forward with. So the whole Democrat side is going to say the FBI is completely rigged and they did what Trump wanted them to do from the very beginning. Meanwhile, for the past how many years now, Trump's been yelling that the whole FBI was rigged for the Democrats, and that's how Hillary got off because there was no investigation.
Oh, that's right.
So the elephant in the room here seems to me that whoever's in control, whichever party, they have the outcomes work out in their favor. They seem to both operate with the same moral code in that sense. So at what point do we stop getting angry at them for doing what we know they're going to do, and do we get angry at ourselves for enabling this whole ruse, shall we call?
Well, I don't think people are going to do that because nobody wants to take responsibility for anything nowadays. So why are they going to turn and say, you know what? Ultimately, this is our fault for just letting it happen because...
But they'll freak out and they'll
because
scream and yell
because that's the easiest
in
thing to do.
room.
But nobody's going to do anything. Well, not nobody. I shouldn't say that. But people, they don't like to do anything.
So inevitably, each team's FBI is going to clear their team's guy or gal, and the other side's going to scream and yell about it.
Yeah.
This is a horrible thing.
Yeah.
Like, why are you shocked they're clearing their guy when you cleared your guy, and vice versa? I don't know, John. How long can we play this game before everybody snaps?
Well, now, I mean, I guess what they're attempting to say is that there are two sides to the FBI.
It just seems
right. Like it's already like there's supposedly a split within the FBI. Is that the impression I'm supposed to get?
No.
Or is it they're one unit and they're just working together no matter who's
whichever
there, it doesn't
party's
matter.
in charge.
Yeah.
If you
Controls the FBI.
At this point, that's basically how it's been swinging. So
Or not controls, but
so Obama had his people in the FBI.
Sure.
Trump came in and put his people in the FBI.
Sure, yeah.
So why is anyone surprised when these people clear their people of it's like investigating yourself, basically. Well, I say I didn't do anything wrong. So I mean, that's the end of it.
Yeah.
And why are we always surprised that their guys' people say they didn't do anything wrong? I just don't understand. I don't understand how anything's not have a partisan lean to it at this point in time. Like every single side, they come into it with their team loyalties, and that's the end of it.
This is why I hate politics. Like I genuinely do not like politics at all, and I don't like politicians at all because none of them solve problems. Someone had mentioned this to me once. Politicians don't actually solve problems. They know politics, which is not problem solving. So in order for people to solve problems, you probably want people who are problem solvers, like they're smart. That's what they do, not someone who can talk well and who's pretty on television. Well, who cares? That's not solving anything.
But that's why the first step has to be realizing it's not my guy against your guy, because those two guys are the same guy.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, yes.
Like the NFL, it's like one wide receiver plays on this team, plays on that team. Like these guys might as well be free agents that would jump from one team to the other.
But they're both playing for the NFL, and that's where I think that the link lies, because the FBI is the government, president's the NFL, FBI are the players, right? Maybe he doesn't like control them, but much like the military, he has a say in what they do, I imagine, right? He's probably got his own peeps. Do you think, I don't know, honestly, are they like a solitary division of the government? Like they're above and beyond even the president?
Who?
The FBI.
No.
Right.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
They're in the law enforcement branch. I would assume they're the pinnacle law enforcement branch other than military police and stuff like that.
Right.
Different jurisdictions and all that. But they're the federal police. They're the federal law enforcement branch.
Okay, exactly.
The politicians are. I don't think they're not the judiciary. They're the legislative. They make the laws and the rules and all that type of stuff.
It's horrible.
But the legislative people or legislative branch determines who they hire for all the other ones. Like if I'm the president, I can obviously Trump did that. You can fire the FBI guy and put a new FBI guy in there. So it just. I don't know. I don't understand how we can yell at the other guy, knowing that the other guy is going to use the same tactics as our guy's using, and where do we end up with that? It just, I don't know. The double standard that it's okay when my guy does it, when your guy does it, it's the worst thing in the world. Why can't we just say it's bad all the way around and try and come up with a better way? Is what confuses me on the whole thing, John. Well, let's start getting into some cool news. Some positive news, some awesome announcements that Gratwick is excited to be a part of, and I've been waiting a while to start talking about this stuff, John.
Well, let's get into it.
Intense. Was that supposed to be a bomb, or was that like a dramatic opening?
It was the Inception.
Oh, right.
Horn.
Mind blown. John.
Yes, my friend.
Payday went underground for a little while.
We discussed that.
We did discuss that because we were going to play. As soon as we were going to play, all of a sudden, Payday went underground.
Yeah.
They went into their cocoon, did a little bit of...
I even got that Thursday off.
You did get that Thursday off. I apologize for that, but you probably enjoyed that Thursday off.
I did. However...
Well, there you go.
However, did you not mention, man, I know I'm cutting into yours, and I'm sorry, I don't like stepping on toes, and we discussed that.
Step on him. I told you, John.
You said now that at least Fortnite... you can cross-platform. You don't have to do it on any specific night. If your buddy owns an Xbox and you own a PS4, you can play together, right?
We still got to play on the specific game night.
Yes, but I'm saying like because
you don't have to play on your own Xbox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, I'm so sorry.
That would bring more players to the tournament.
I would think.
That's the goal.
And make it easier.
So anyway,
yeah.
Payday had their great, beautiful transformation, and they emerged out of the cocoon as eSports Labs, an experiment in gaming. Is what their logo
like
and
that.
slogan is.
I like
yeah,
that.
they got a little beaker and some cool shit there because they've
No,
got.
I like the sound. It rolls off the tongue nice.
They've got a whole bunch of stuff that they're working on within the esports stuff that they're going to talk about here soon and all that. So I don't want to blow their whistles.
I look forward to that.
But their tournaments are coming back up and running here over the next few weeks. They're going to start running the Fortnite tournaments, the free to entry, the $100 buy-in tournaments on eSports Labs and eSports Showdown. Are the two main sites. Hit them up on Twitter, eSports Labs on Twitter for the entryway into their Discord server.
Okay.
Because it all goes down in the Discord server, John.
Everything.
No, it all goes down in the Discord server. Speaking of which, Gratwick Productions on the Twitter, Gratwick Productions on the Instagram, pinned posts on our Facebook page. If you want to jump into our Discord server, we got a little party going on in there too.
Yeah.
Not quite as big as the Esports Labs party, but we cross party a lot.
It's good stuff. It really is.
So with that, John,
yeah,
we're gonna start doing some broadcasting of the tournaments. We're gonna start adding some play-by-play to it. We're gonna have some announcers. We're gonna have some camera work done. That's what Gratwick's bringing to the Esports Labs team and everything that they're building out there.
I like that too.
Yeah, you've got the great voice for it, John. So we're expecting to have some play-by-play involved.
Oh boy, we'll see.
You're gonna have to start needing and working the man, John. You're gonna have to get a little more flexible schedule.
Hey, I'll do what I can. I got to make a living at this point. You know what I'm saying?
We'll use this for leverage. Say, hey, I got this side job that's starting to grow. You might have to compete with me here soon.
I mean, I hopefully. I mean, I should be able to do it, but I imagine we'll see.
The goal is over the course of a few weeks, get these tournaments nice and shiny, have some awesome presentation value with all of this, and start getting it to a point where we can have a real professional broadcast week in and week out for eSports Labs as they grow their tournament base. I'm hoping by the end of the year it's going to be a finely tuned machine that we got going, John.
I'm hoping by the end of the week that you and I can get in a game.
Well, that's going to depend on you. Sundays, 4 p.m. prime time is when they're doing their test tournaments right now. You got to get into the Discord server to get all signed up and get working in the test tournaments because they haven't publicly announced it yet. But they do need a lot of gamers and stuff to help run the test tournaments and give some feedback on the setup and all of that. But to do that, you got to get the invitation through the Discord.
Okay. Yeah. Sundays at 4 p.m. That's great. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'm just telling you, I'll see what I can do.
So what about Fridays, John? Because there's inevitably going to be the Friday night Fortnite, which I'm hoping is going to be the big broadcast with all the rundowns.
Well, I think the way they're going to work it is they're going to work me the weekends. So it's going to be probably something along the lines of, since I have Monday off, maybe like they're going to work me. Our schedule starts Saturday, which is ridiculous, but like Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, something like that, or Saturday, Sunday, Friday. I'm trying to get down to 3 days.
I wish I had the sound effect board for this.
You do not have the sound effect board for this. I do.
Yeah, I'd be beating you up with the sound effects right now.
I'm just saying.
That was slow.
Yeah, all right.
Uninteresting.
Well, you asked.
It was almost as bad as our.
It was more
our technical error gap in time.
Well, it's been a rough day for everyone.
Yeah. Well, at least the snakes haven't come in.
Oh, jeez. That's right. It's closed.
We've learned our lesson. If you leave the door open and let just anyone walk in, sooner or later a snake's gonna slither in.
Not just a snake.
A rattlesnake. I'm pretty sure I saw one either this morning or yesterday walking bare again. Well, I didn't see one, but I heard him off in the bushes ring the rattle.
I mean, that's what you said. And didn't when we drove back up here, you pointed like you said that was the spot where you supposedly heard it, right?
Because we walked by, and it was like kind of a 3-foot high brick, and then some brush and shrubbery and that. And from that little shrubbery, all I heard and like, oh, I know that noise now.
Yeah, seriously,
just
right?
Kept right on walking.
Oh my goodness, I don't know how you guys managed. Like I said, when I listened to the episode or when I listened to the broadcast, I was just like,
the craziest damn thing.
I couldn't imagine. Dude, didn't you say a bear first? A bear at one point, and then a rattlesnake?
A bear or so, but the bear is lovable. So Andrea goes. Sometimes a couple times a week with her friend to this frisbee golf course around here. It's nothing but leaves and trees and rocks and sticks on the ground and general outdoors nature-y shit. Like, it looks like a wasteland of hidden rattlesnakes in there.
Well, I mean, up around here, I wouldn't be
Her
surprised.
friend's been going there for a decade, a couple times a week. Andrew's been going for two years now. Not a whisper of a rattlesnake is ever ran into, ever encountered. Nothing.
They do have signs everywhere, though, just in case.
Yeah,
they
the
cover their
park,
butt as a park.
Well,
we
yeah.
take Bear for a walk around the park over here. Nothing.
How strange.
What are the odds that in all the outdoor ground we've covered, walked up on the hills where all the fires were and all of that? Nothing. The first rattlesnake we see up here, we see in our house.
How? I don't think you described how long it was. How big was it?
It was
It was about 2.5, 3 feet long.
It was slithered like it was.
Oh, I pictured like a huge snake.
It was slithered back 3 times.
Okay,
Like,
that's yeah.
And he came in up.
That's what Andrew was saying, that he came in he was ready to fight when he came in.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm coming in. Here's my rattle. Here's my roar. Right?
I don't know why he came in if he was already angry.
Like a cobra.
Like we were already here.
Maybe he was angry. Maybe it was
going.
even though reptiles like it warm. Maybe it was so even too hot for him. He's like, I gotta cool down. I gotta come in this place.
It really wasn't even that hot of a day.
Oh, really?
No, it was like mid-80s, a little less. Nothing like it's been.
Huh.
I
don't know.
Absolutely insane, John. So, yes, eSports Labs, up and going.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, John and I are going to be some celebrity knockouts. I'm going to get him to play.
Celebrity.
He's going to be my duo buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got duos. Prize is $100 every Sunday. Eventually, they're going to start rolling out some bigger and better tournaments across some different platforms and games and all that type of stuff.
And they're gonna have different days as well, other than Sundays.
I would imagine so, because they were doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for like Xbox and PlayStation.
Right.
They're 2 separate ones.
Right.
So I would imagine that they're probably going to have a couple times a week now. I'm not sure which day of the week is going to be like the big one that we'll do broadcasts and stuff like that.
Right.
Right now, we're just going to figure out the technology, get that up and running, so people can start watching the tournaments.
Sure, but even for us to be testing, like we don't need to have one of those big tournaments for you and I to just get in one and just see what's going on. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
when can you and I do it, even if it's not everyone involved at this point?
Well, John, we might be able to play a little tonight and get back to our after Gratcast ritual.
Well, we already know. I've got the PC here, so I can play on the PC.
Are you can play on the PC? Have you played on it yet?
Yeah, I'm not the bad. I'm not as good as I am on the PS4, but I mean,
we've got the iPad here too. You can play on the iPad.
I'm not playing on the. Your girl over here could play on the iPad. Bear could play on the iPad.
Do you know what the craziest thing about this entire episode is right now, John?
What's that?
We are seriously only 20 minutes into this episode.
No, it's been off by 15 minutes.
Oh,
It's 6:30,
I'm looking at a phone that's
Or
all messed up. I'm like, there's no
half-hour
way.
interview.
Everybody, do you understand the thing about this episode is that
Stop it
Chris's
goes.
clock is all messed up. He thinks it's 15 minutes later than it is.
Earlier.
We were right before we went live. He's like, we got 17 minutes to kill, and Andrew's like, we're on in like 3 minutes. He's like, what?
It's a tablet connected to the
Oh
internet.
my
How
gosh.
does a tablet connected to the internet possibly have the wrong clock? It makes no sense to me, John.
Oh, you know what that's gonna get, right?
Ain't nobody got
You know
time
what does
for
make
that.
sense?
Please.
Don't have a
Code
proper
socks.
time. Yeah, so moving on to the initial topic that was the second topic
Yes.
that got mistakenly introduced as the first topic
Okay.
before being bumped to the
Let's
second topic.
let's go get them.
Code Socks launch, John. Do you know about Code Socks?
I'm afraid I don't. You guys remember this was a fill me in episode.
John, you got to put on for your city. Code Socks is 7-1 socks with red, white, and blue colors, Bills colors, hometown Buffalo colors for our area code 716. That's where they're starting, but they're gonna come soon. You'll have some silver and blue and white ones.
Oh, okay.
With what's your 313?
Originally, one of them.
313.
Yeah, seriously.
8 Miles. The only reason
I know, of course. Everyone knows 8 Mile. That's what it's from. But I did
I'm just surprised
313.
I recalled the 313.
Oh, there was an 810 as well. But yeah.
But yeah, eventually you're gonna have some area code socks too. But first there's the Buffalo launch of the 716 socks.
And
some special guests are gonna be there. I don't wanna blow all of Dan's steam yet. We've got to figure out how we can start getting guests in here that aren't actually here, so we can start bringing these people in and talk.
yeah,
about
didn't we?
all
We were
the
discussing that, right?
We've got our technology down now, John. We can move on
Okay,
to this
good,
stuff,
good.
but
Yeah,
Dan
let's
doesn't keep
definitely
holding me back.
let's definitely. Yeah, well, I know.
So we're going to get Dan in here within the next week or two to talk about all the great things that's going on with Code Socks. But they're going to be supporting a bunch of different charities. They've got 2 socks that are out right now. One's kind of a home and one's an away color socks that are available on their website. And then they've got 2 special ones that they're going to be announcing at the October 26th launch party that we're going back to Buffalo for, John. We're gonna help them out. We're gonna set up. We're gonna do a bunch of producing. Make sure they have a great time and that they look real good for their brand launch.
Okay.
But friend of Carly, Buffalo Children's Hospital, and UB Heals are some of the charities that if you purchase the socks and codes socks with a double S, so codes and then socks.com. If you go there, pick up a pair of socks. Part of the proceeds go to supporting some of these different charities and stuff. Okay. There's going to be more charities that are helped, but they're going to be announced on October 26th.
I mean, I'm going to have to wait because clearly I don't need a Bill socks. Like,
dude,
I don't
you need
care.
some 716 socks.
I don't
John.
need Bill socks. They're losers.
Oh, John.
2 weeks ago they weren't.
Listen, there is only one.
Shut out, bro.
There is only one bottom feeder franchise that does not have a winless season on their record.
Oh, the Bills?
Yeah, Browns and Lions.
Sorry. The Browns. I was so angry. I was like, I kind of wanted to be the only one in the 16-game schedule to have a 1-16, but nope. Thanks, Browns.
Yeah. So the party's going on. All sorts of great stuff. We're gonna be back in Buffalo for a couple days, and then with the trip back to Buffalo, John. Monday Night Football is happening that weekend, October 29th.
Oh.
Bills are gonna get smoked by the Patriots.
Oh my goodness, the Patriots!
On Monday Night Football. It's gonna be a great debacle. It's gonna be an absolute blast, and we're gonna be throwing a tailgate party. We're gonna have a big, huge tailgate party. I'm thinking probably chili and chowder. We're gonna give away to people for liking us on Facebook, following, getting on the action.
There you go. I like that.
Go, feed them, put a little meat on
that
the
deserves a little bit of a.
What do you got for me there, John?
That's a victory song right there.
All right.
Boom, go get them.
But yeah, it's a Monday night game, so it's October 29th, end of October, probably going to be pretty chilly.
A little chill, oh yeah.
Oh.
So some chili while it's chilly? Sounds good.
Absolutely, and chowder. Dude, I think I've made
Did you go New England?
No, chicken corn chowder.
Oh, chicken corn, that's right.
Yeah. Chicken corn chowder. I think I've made a batch or two for you.
Yeah, that's why, but I had forgotten. It's been a minute since you made a batch, so I didn't really remember.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a whole couple kettles going. Be cooking all day in the parking lot.
Oh, that sounds good.
Giving away to folks for taking a flyer, finding out about Gratwick, everything that we're going on here. I'm hoping we're gonna have a special giveaway, something really cool. We're talking to Code Sox about it.
Okay.
It might be another week or so before we can announce this. But the goal is to have something really awesome that makes everybody want to stop by the tailgate party and see us. Get a flyer, enter in the raffle, and try and win this prize.
I mean, I don't even know what else you need to announce, to be completely honest. If I'm a Buffalo fan and I'm at the game, I mean, I'm not. But if I were, of course I'd go and I'd want the Buffalo side. Who wouldn't want that? That's actually totally cool. And then chili? Come on, man. Who wouldn't want to stop there? I would do it, no problem.
We're probably going to have to do a live Gratcast from the tailgate party, John.
Are you really?
It's going to be Monday night. No, not you. You too.
Oh, you know how we do. You know how we do when we're apart. It's not good.
We're gonna do the Facebook chat that allows the extra person to get on there, because you can be on the computer and we have the iPad now, so we can accept the video add in to the Facebook live stream.
We'll definitely be testing that out first.
It'll have to be tested.
Yeah.
Kinks and bugs worked out.
Okay.
But there's definitely, whether John's a part of it or not, going to be a live Gratcast from the Bills tailgate party.
Let's hope I'm a part of it. Let's just hope that it works.
Absolutely. We want to show a Lions fan how it's really done.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I believe you. I know Bills fans are amazing. Lions fans are amazing too, but they don't allow us to tailgate much
Next
anymore.
week, I'm going to have a picture of the 7-1 socks, or 7-1-6 socks. 7-1 socks is actually pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah?
7-1 socks. So next week, I'm going to have a picture of the 7-1-6 socks. And hopefully a few to give away for people that watch the Gratcast. Engage a little bit. Maybe throw us a Facebook question during the Discord question time.
Yeah.
And we might hook you up with a pair of socks. If not, we're going to have to get Danny on here to hook you up with a pair of socks.
Now, I know you explained it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Did you say it has the logo on it, or they can't do the logo? It's just the colors?
No, it's not a team sock. It's a city sock.
But they do it they do the colors for the city in the football colors?
Yeah, because the football colors are basically the city colors of each team.
That's fair enough.
So wouldn't you say kind of silver and that shade of blue, and that's kind of Detroit colors?
Well, I mean, the Red Wings were huge for 25 years. There was red and white. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was asking if it was just football related.
But like LA, like purple and gold.
Purple and gold, yeah.
Is total LA.
Dominates
colors.
over the Clippers even, for sure. Yeah.
But I've got special plans for the 818 sock.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna.
No, don't spoil. I know you like to kick them out from time to time, taking those left
that
turns.
Cool information, and you just want to share it, John.
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna have the tailgate party going. We'll have more details as this thing rolls on. Each week we're gonna have to figure out how to get some guests in here and get them to tell you what's going on with all of this stuff. But right now, it's time. Hit me with the horns, John. It's time for where's the horn, John?
Which horn?
Discord questions.
Oh, I wasn't with you last week, remember?
We did it the week before is where we started the horns, and you listen to the episode.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. Here we go. Here, this is it.
Discord questions. Question number 1. Yes, we are looking for applicants to run the soundboard.
Please.
If you would like to volunteer to help out with Gratcast.
It's a lot of buttons.
And run the soundboard.
I only have one eye.
We would accept your charity. Andrea, what is our first Discord question? I'm flying in blind with these today, John. I didn't even get a chance to look them over myself, so I have no idea what
excellent. Let's do it.
Misery and Mayhem wants to know, what's your favorite way to watch a movie? Opening night, 3D, IMAX, couch at home, and what's your favorite snack while you're watching it?
You go first, John.
I'll go first.
Well, yeah.
I like seriously, I like watching at home on the couch. Like I genuinely do. Because then I can just be in whatever I want to wear. I can lay down, I can sit up. If I want to smoke, I can smoke. It doesn't matter. If I want to drink something, it's all good. I like that.
What are you smoking?
Whatever's legal. It's certainly not crack. You couldn't probably enjoy the movie. I don't know. But what would I like to eat?
Probably could have been a good sound effect. You could have dropped in there.
Yeah, probably. But when I'm talking, I don't like putting sound effects over myself. So that's just too bad.
That's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
I was hitting myself with sound effects.
Were you here? Yeah.
Dude, I was throwing the Vikings pity horn out.
I heard you just hitting it over and over. Yeah. So, and what would I like to eat? I do like a good... there's so many things.
Don't say popcorn. You can't say popcorn.
No, I wasn't going to say popcorn.
Can't say popcorn.
No, I was going to say like buffalo wings or the pulled. No, you know what I'm saying though. But whatever the pulled pork that you make, I actually like. I genuinely like that. I like a good pizza. A good pizza on Sundays, kind of train like that. I like that.
I'll take a little begged for pat in the back.
Nah, you didn't beg for it. It's a fact.
For me, dude, way back in the day. When like teenage years and all that, I was opening night junkie guy. Like if I wanted to see a movie, had to see it open night, biggest crowd possible.
Well,
you know the baseball card folders with the sleeves and all that.
Yeah.
Like me and Mike, we used to freaking keep all of our ticket stubs. We have pages and pages of all the movies we've seen.
Yeah, that's a little on the extreme side. That's a little extreme.
I'm pretty sure I still have a bunch of those binders.
Why?
Because, John, I can tell you in 1984 what my calendar said and what movie I went to go see by my ticket stubs.
And
just like Brett Kavanaugh what he was doing with Squee in 1982.
Yes, but to a certain extent, I suppose, yeah, that's cool. But realistically, when are you ever going to go back and look at that stuff? And I mean ever.
In about 14 years, 6 months, and 12 days, I will be in a sentimental state that looking back on all the movies I went to see over the times and kept the tickets for, it's coming, John. It's the day.
It's not. It's not. He's lying. He's not going to go through it. I got a friend, Darrin. Hey, Darrin, if you're watching this, because I know you actually sometimes you do tune in. He's got hours and hours of footage and thousands upon thousands of pictures that he's probably never going to look at from his past. And, like, when he goes to a wedding or something, sorry, buddy, he'll take, like, 400, 600 pictures. Who wants to go through 600 pictures?
Of somebody else's wedding?
Well, I mean, he gets paid for it, but still, that's a ton.
So those are business pictures.
But it's a ton. He's done it for free sometimes, too. He still takes a ton of pictures. My whole point is he's not going to edit them, and you're not going to go back and look at those tickets. So how do you like to watch your movies now? And what do you like to eat?
I no longer like the theater idea.
I hear you.
I just don't like being in dark rooms with a lot of strangers.
That's not me, but it's
weird shit goes down these days in crowds, John. Mm-hmm. So we get a nice TV here, the couch, people, friends, all that kind of around. I prefer. Mm-hmm. As far as food while watching a movie, a good taco dip. The chips, little salsa.
Ooh, that is a good choice. That's a real good choice. Boom. But I knew it was going to be the couch.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just so much more comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Although, again, I mean, not to go on a tangent like I always do.
Offer me an experience if you want me to come to the theater and put my life at risk to see your movie.
A friend that I work with, well, someone, yeah, I just call him a friend. A friend that I work with, he, Bakersfield? I think it's from Bakersfield, or at least there's a movie
Illinois?
theater
Yep, I've heard of it.
in Bakersfield.
Is there really?
Where apparently there's a theater.
Things I would not have guessed.
There's a theater in Bakersfield, and apparently in this theater they have like the recliner chairs, and they'll serve you food and alcohol, and they'll come and they'll ask you. And I
apparently a Quentin Tarantino movie. It sounds like a mirage.
I'm telling you, he was just telling me, and it was moderately cheap for him to go. He took his father, because it was. I thought it was totally cool, man.
It's a trip with the old man.
I think $30 or maybe $50 for the whole experience. They both got movie tickets, and they both got like some food and some drinks.
Oh, dude, those places that
was amazing.
With the electric recliners, and they feed you alcohol.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
Seats. Those things are beauty.
But since it's Bakerfield, it's cheap. Because Bakerfield is so small.
You want me to come? I'm going to need more than just sitting in this this old crappy chair and a sticky floor in this day and age. Nice meal, a couple alcoholic beverages, a few pops.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Soda pops.
Beers. I like a few beers.
Yeah.
Next Discord question. What do we have?
From Samantha. It's a 4-parter.
Holy cow, Sam.
A 4-part question.
You're pushing the limits of what we're allowing here.
I'm going to take it a little bit out of order.
Whew.
Number 1.
Unravel this bad boy.
What do you consider to be a spoiler for, like, TV shows and film? Example, tiny details, plot twists, etc. What do you consider to be a spoiler?
It's definitely got to be a plot twist. It's got to have some meat on its bones. In other words, I'm just telling you something interesting about it.
Well, that's what you consider a spoiler is.
Yes.
That's the question.
What do you consider to be a spoiler?
I don't think a plot twist is a spoiler. But if they told you about the plot twist, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's the idea?
If
well, that's definitely huge. I mean, that's got to be a no-brainer. If you're like, oh, the main actress was in this other movie, well, that's not much of a spoiler. Oh, she's like this or he's like that.
Where is the breaking point for you, John?
Breaking point?
What is telling somebody about something about the movie turn into telling somebody a spoiler about the movie? Where's that threshold for you take place?
Well, it used to be any kind of actually major event that would change the movie, like so and so. It used to be any kind of spoiler, really, because I didn't want to know anything about movie when I was younger. And as I've gotten older, I've grown to not care nearly as much. But if it's a good movie, I don't want to hear that, like the main. I don't want to hear the plot twist. I mean, you've got me stuck on that now that you mentioned it. I don't like that.
See, I don't mind.
Wow, you guys are jumping into the next part of the questions.
I don't mind knowing about a spoiler if it's not attached to somebody else's opinion.
Wait, so if someone were to say, and I'm sorry, spoiler alert, because I didn't even see the movie. Someone told me about it, but it didn't spoil the movie for me. The Batman movie, remember?
Yes.
Where you said Bane drops the nuclear bomb like a mile or 2 miles off the shore of Gotham City, and there's no tsunami, and there's no thing like that. Like, if someone told you that, would that be a spoiler for you? Because it happened in the movie. It wasn't an opinion.
So if you tell me that at the end of Batman, he takes the bomb to safety and everybody survives, that's a spoiler that's not going to stop me from watching the movie, and I don't really have a problem with that. Like, obviously Batman's going to save the day. It's just how's he do it today?
Okay.
The problem what I don't like from a spoiler is Batman sucks because he takes a nuclear bomb off the coast of Gotham City, drops it in the water, and not only is he not consumed by the nuclear explosion blast, but there's no tsunami that hits Gotham City, and that's stupid. It's not because I disagree with that opinion. It's because most likely I probably do agree with that opinion. Great, now you ruined it for me. Like, I'm going to agree with you. That's stupid. I don't want to see that.
But now think about it like this. Did that spoiler save you from seeing a bad movie?
That's why
Okay.
Like, if your opinion makes sense and it's logical.
Yeah.
But, like, if you've got a shitty opinion about something just because, like, I don't know, you particularly hate against it, like, I don't want that to taint what I think, and I have to now. Do I agree with you or do I disagree with you on that? Like, if you spoil the logistics for me, I'm fine with it. But you interject your opinion with it. Now I got to form. Do I agree with you or disagree with you?
Right.
And it taints my enjoyment of it.
Well, fair enough.
I think we're going to take that for the answer for number 2 on what is your stance on spoilers.
Okay. Well, fair enough. There you go. There you go.
Let's go to number 3. How long do you wait to talk about it? If you know there's a spoiler, will you talk about it immediately, or will you actually wait till you're aware everyone else has seen it?
You want to go first on this? Or you want me to jump on this?
Mine's real simple. I'll go first. I I actually try to stay away from spoilers. I don't like spoiling things for people because I don't like shit spoiled for me in general. I mean, stuff spoiled for me in general, and I don't like it. So I'll stay away from it for as long unless I like. Did you see this movie? Oh, and then I'll discuss it, or I might tease a little bit, but I won't actually give anything away. So I'll mess with you. I guess I'll troll you, but I won't actually spoil anything because I just don't like spoilers in general.
Here's my thing on this. On social media, number one, if it's my social media, I think that there should be no grace period. But out of not wanting to deal with the freak out and the people losing their mind, I would, out of respect for the drama I don't want to bring upon myself, put a week's grace period on that. After a week, if you care enough to not want spoilers, then you have to care enough to make time in your own life to watch something. Yeah. In other words, the rest of the world's going to go on with the day, and there's only a short window we can talk about this until there's something else to talk about. So piss off. If you care enough, go watch it. If not, then we're going to talk about it.
I was actually that douchebag. I was at work, and they watched the Game of Thrones, and I just didn't keep up with it. And I'm like, I'm going to catch up, but I didn't. So they kept talking about it. I'm like, stop talking about it. I'm going to walk out of the room in 2 seconds. Can't you just wait? And they're like, oh, I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it. You can't wait?
Our freedom of speech is hijacked by you may watch.
You're gonna turn it into freedom of speech?
You may watch
That's
Game
so
of Thrones
oh my.
someday.
This is what
someday.
That's where I think you're at, buddy.
So I can't talk about it because you.
I mean, it may have been wrong, but I walked away. I didn't sit there and say, "Don't talk about it," and I just stood there, like watching them and doing nothing. I left the area, and they kept talking.
What did Sam have for question number 4?
Yeah.
Number 4. If you hear a spoiler for a film you haven't seen yet, or a TV show, I guess now we could say, how do you react? A, I'm even more excited to see it now. Woo woo! You want to see how they pulled it off? It doesn't change how I will see it at all. B. C. I wish I didn't hear that. Or D. You die.
No, not D. I don't care enough on.
Yeah, I don't
care
not
about
D.
anything enough
Not D.
to like.
No, not
no,
nowadays.
because
what
that's
about
the thing.
football?
No.
What about during the game?
That's completely different.
No. It's a show.
If it's a movie that I care enough about that I really want to see, the quote-unquote spoiler is only going to make me want to see it more.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
so
but
you're A.
Yeah,
It would make you want to see it more?
Yeah, I mean, it depends what the spoiler is. If it's something interesting about what it is, I'm like, yeah, well, now I know it's going to be good, and I was hoping it was going to be good. If it's like, again...
What if it's just a spoiler to the storyline? Like, it just spoils the story.
Bomb to his chest,
yeah, but an action movie, you know the hero's going to win. The hero doesn't lose. So you can't really get a spoiler for those.
So don't be lazy. If you're dealing with an invincible hero, I shouldn't end a story with he squeezed a nuclear bomb to his chest and everybody survived and there's no tsunami. That, like... I already know he's gonna win no matter what, so don't make it lame.
Right, but that's just the hero genre. Like, say it was another movie that you liked, like a drama or a sci-fi.
Okay, I'll save everybody 2.5 hours of their life right now.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford survives a nuclear explosion in what is that? Indiana Jones 4 in a refrigerator.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. I blocked that.
Nothing else you need to know about the movie is gonna change anything that you're gonna feel about it after hearing.
He must have been really. When he got out of that refrigerator.
So if you tell me that spoiler, I'm going to be like, damn it. And then I'm going to be like, well, thank you for saving me 2.5 hours.
Well, I guess that is a spoiler, because that was honestly, yeah.
It's before we get to Shana, or
the monk, the swinging from the vines?
Yeah, what's his name?
I can't even remember his damn name.
Tarzan?
No, Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
He was the kid, right?
Yeah.
He was Indiana Jones' kid.
He was supposed to be the next Indiana Jones, and that didn't go well. Probably crashed and burned at the Swinging Monkeys.
Right. That was a horror movie, but yeah.
Any more Discord questions?
Yes. Emily would like to know, which actors or actresses would be in your ultimate cast list? If you could make any movie and have any actor, who would be your ideal first male and female you would want, no matter what?
I mean, that's tough. There's so many good actors and actresses.
Or who would you like to see in a movie together? Ooh, that would be an ultimate cast.
My top at each one of those lists is Russell Brand and Alexander Daddario.
Oh, you've already got that, huh? That's amazing. I really don't have anything. I don't have anything for that.
Alexander Daddario is a great actress, but more than that, her look and the way her eyes pop on screen, Like, I don't know what cinematographer and filmmaker wouldn't want an actress's features to, like, dude, the color tones of her eyes just pop. Like, I would totally love a character like that. There's so many things you can do with that. And Russell Brand, I know, has a dark, serious character in him that is just waiting to get out.
Yeah, I seriously, I'm gonna name a couple names. I'm sure I'm gonna get crap for it, but I like Emma Stone, and I've liked her for a while. A lot of people don't like the way she looks. I think she looks good. I think she's diverse in her roles. I think she's a great actress. Maybe she hasn't done enough to garner one of the greatest of all time, but I mean, she's certainly done a pretty good job for what I like to see.
Is she on the new Netflix show
Maniac. Yeah, I'm sure she looks.
She's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen any of it, but I mean, that's her newest thing. But I mean, I like that, and I like her. I think she does a good job. As for a male actor, I honestly don't even know. I seriously I don't even know.
I volunteer Anthony Hopkins. He's also.
Yeah, we already went through
Hopkins.
this on the deserted island.
I want to hang out with Anthony Hopkins.
Let's go get him.
Island.
I'm gonna buy you a ticket for NKOTB. Okay.
My number 2 choice for an actress.
He's got two on those. Let's go.
Emmy Rossum.
Oh, you know what?
Emmy Rossum.
She's
awesome.
yeah. I didn't see Scandal, but I heard a lot of good things and or Shameless. I'm sorry. What did I say?
Scandal.
I apologize. Yeah,
You're
Shameless.
Washington,
Shameless.
a little
I don't.
different.
Yeah, no, way
You're
off.
ladies.
But yeah, actually, she's a good actress too.
What do we got for any more?
We have 2 left from Emily. One that I think is a little more base for Chris, and then we'll have the happy, fun one at the last one for it. Chris,
Alright.
yours is, how's Gratwick doing in your eyes? Is it going as planned, better than you thought right now, or a little slower process than imagined?
Gratwick is going well right now. Gratwick has a lot of opportunities and partners and paths that are unfolding before us. We probably could use more manpower and more teammates.
Woman power.
Yeah, more human power. I don't think our team is as big as it needs to be yet, and not from a fan base side, but from a labor standpoint on a fully developed executive team. I think we need to get the second tier going of volunteers and people that, as soon as there's a payroll, are going to be the ones to step right into those positions. All in all, I think October is going to be a tremendous growth month for Gratwick. I think the Code Sox Association and sponsorship for their event is going to be a great time, and it's going to be a great opportunity for us to help somebody. The eSports Labs tournaments and things that we're going to do there is, number one, I think it's going to actually be fun, and number two, I think there's a lot of entertainment value that we can bring to the table and offer the esports community.
Excellent.
I'm pretty excited where things are. Is everything perfect? No. There's always a rotation of people that come and go and maybe aren't fully up to the level of adversity and the slope of the mountain that we're truly climbing. And those people bring some great asset to the table, help push us forward and fill a role, and some move on and some ascend to greater responsibilities. It's just,
You were the chosen one.
it's always got to be looked through a big picture or a big picture focus. Like if you zoom in on every one section, you're gonna see a lot of warts. Like the perfect house is the same way for me with that. If I zoom in down on it enough, I see all these different warts. When you take a step back, you look like what you're accomplishing. You look at what you're starting.
The bigger picture.
The bigger picture on that.
Yeah.
Where you were a month ago, where you were 2 months ago, where that. That's when you can see and respect the path you're traveling. And every time I do that, I'm proud of what we have here.
As you should be. As you should be. I agree.
Fantastic. Everyone, the last question from Discord.
Last question from Discord.
Emily would like to know, with the start of October and Halloween coming up, what scary horror movies are in the watch list for your Halloween season?
I can answer it real easy.
Go for it, John.
None. I don't like the horror genre. I'm not a fan of it at all. I don't
Spookies,
care.
Twilight Zone, nothing?
The new Halloween, I just saw an ad for it today, and I'm like, you're bringing Jamie Lee Curtis
Oh, yeah. Back again.
Are you kidding me? Again? The woman's like 75 years old. She's going to take on another Michael Myers? She knew this was coming. They knew this day was coming. That's what it says in the ad. I just, no. There's nothing. No. I don't know of any. No. You'd have to almost tell me what's coming out soon. I honestly don't know.
I don't follow huge release schedules, horror release schedules. The one that always got me over the years
What's that?
was The Lady in White. I don't know if you've ever...
I never saw that.
Oh, dude. That one used to creep me out so bad. It was set in like the 1950s or 60s. Kid gets kind of locked in the coat room closet at the end of school on Halloween. And this ghost shows up that murdered a little girl in the coat room. And their ghosts like reenact the murder every Halloween. So this kid's stuck in the coat room watching this whole thing play out. And then follows the ghost to throw the body over the cliff, and it's this whole scary unsolved murder in the community. And then there's the mother is this wailing ghost because I guess she was so distraught she threw herself off the same cliff and all that. And now she haunts the area, and she's the Lady in White.
Oh.
This movie bugged me out as a kid. I was always freaked out about it.
You probably didn't like closets, I imagine.
Oh, dude. Any closets, basements, dark rooms, none.
So it did its job.
But, so I watched it, like, as an adult, like, within the past 5 or 6 years.
And you laughed because it's funny.
Here's why.
So it wasn't that good?
No, it's still creepy as shit.
Okay.
But here's why, as an adult, I couldn't take it seriously. And I'm still a chicken when it comes to dark, scary stuff.
Okay.
All that type of things. The Lady in White, the ghost, the actress that plays the ghost is Mona from Who's the Boss.
No way.
Yeah. So I couldn't really be scared and take it too seriously anymore once it was Mona.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She was fun. She did her stuff. But to picture her like that, like you said, it's almost comical.
Like, I was scared of Mona.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, you should check out The Lady in White if you ever get a chance.
To laugh at it, clearly. Or not laugh at it. You said it was still creepy, but
it's pretty creepy, but Mona breaks the tension.
John, I got one for you, though, that is perfect comedy horror. It's called High Spirits, 1988. Had Liam Neeson, Steve Guttenberg, Beverly
Can't beat the
D'Angelo,
goop.
Daryl Hannah, Peter O'Toole,
This is totally
Jennifer
80s.
Tilly,
Yeah.
Peter Gallagher.
High
It's hilarious.
High Spirits. What's it about?
High Spirits. It's a married couple goes on a trip to Ireland.
Okay.
Stays in a castle that is haunted.
Okay.
Peter O'Toole is the family member renting out the rooms, and the ghosts come out and haunt everyone, and people all fall in love with the ghosts, and it's
Peter O'Toole
cool.
was the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond, right?
No.
No, that's Peter Boyle.
Oh,
Good guess, though. That was a good guess.
It's awesome, and you should totally watch it.
Well, I mean, I
It's
answered.
scary, yet funny.
I answered the question appropriately. Like, I'm not looking forward to something coming out.
You could still kind
But
of
I remember
have
when
that.
I was a child, there was a movie. We were in my. He wasn't my stepfather at this point, but he was going to be. So my mom's boyfriend, his apartment.
Soon to be stepfather.
Yes, I said that, didn't I? Anyway.
You took the long way there.
Okay,
That's
fair enough.
summarizing it.
Thank you. We're dragging it out even longer now with the correction. But anyway,
Thanks for naming
so we watched the movie on cable. Like, he and my mom slept in the room. My brother and I slept in the living room. And he let us watch cable. And there was a movie called Phantasm. And it's a crazy series, especially when you're like a 9-year-old kid. Like, it's wild. It's the cemetery. So there's this ball that floats through the air. I still don't know what it is. Like, I still don't know. But it would fly around if you were in this...
like a pixie fairy?
No, it's like a metal ball. It was like a metal ball. It was a metal ball.
The guy in the movie
Like the
that owns
snitch?
that metal ball.
The old man with the...
Yeah.
He scared the shit out of me,
We
too.
met him at one of the conventions.
Oh,
for
nice!
the Perfect House.
He was
Yeah.
old then, dude.
Yeah.
How old
Oh,
is he
yeah.
now? Well, fair enough. So, one of the things that would happen was this ball would shoot around if you were in this... Not a mausoleum, because it was big, but there's a lot of... I couldn't even tell you, but it's in a cemetery. I don't know what it is. And this thing would just fly around, and then it would just... You'd run away. Of course, it would always catch you. And just, as the ball got close, 3 blades would come out and just go... And then it would just suck the blood out of your forehead. It was the weirdest thing. And I was scared. I was so scared.
Where would the blood go?
I was a 9-year-old kid. I didn't care. I was so scared that it even went. I didn't think. Probably on the floor, and then it vanished mysteriously. Because that's how horrors work. So, I mean, that was an interesting movie. And now I watched it as an adult, and I laughed. I mean, I flat out laughed. It was so cheesy. But as a 9-year-old kid, it's the scariest thing in the world.
Do you consider Thriller, the video Thriller, as a horror film? It is a short film.
I consider it, because it's a music video, even though it's a short film, it's definitely horror. It definitely is. And if it were just the story, I'd be like, it's okay. But since it's Michael Jackson, whom I know all the rumors, but I thought great musician, great singer.
I consider it a musical short.
Yeah, I would consider it. But I think they call it, they might have called it
Purple
something.
Rain would be a musical long.
Well, Purple Rain's a movie.
Feature-length musical.
This
Like
guy's
the-
got them all.
Like the
This guy's got them all.
the Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, exactly. That's called the correct bill, because he's correct.
Are we out of Discord
we
questions?
are out of Discord questions. Are you ready for Bullet Blitzen? No!
Yes, we are ready for the bullet blitzes.
You can go first, buddy. You ready?
I'm first this week?
Yeah, let's hit it.
Okay. All right, John. I found an article early this week that the first Blood Boy clinic is going to be opening up in New York City very soon. Do you know what a Blood Boy clinic is?
I don't know if we've discussed this or not, or if I saw something online, because I just the way it works, I'm just not 100% sure.
Around it.
Is this the boy will donate or freely give the blood to somebody else to drink? So they can
Sort of.
stay younger and healthy or something like that?
It's close. You don't drink it. It's a blood transfusion.
Or transfusion.
Where young, virile, late teens and 20-somethings donate their blood, and then rich, cranky old people that want to stay young forever buy the blood and cycle it into their body, and they believe that it gives them virile strength. And
Maybe I saw a video on this and we
this has gone
talked
from
about it.
conspiracy theory to
Conspiracy
we're,
fact.
We're opening up a clinic in New York City.
So it's always a question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's the question, John, is when you soon become a cranky old man one day, if you could afford a blood boy, would you have one?
No.
You don't want a blood boy?
No. It's creepy. I just, no. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. I mean, if you want to do it, go ahead. It's the same thing. And if the boy's like, he's like, yeah, you're paying me $1,000 or whatever, and he's getting what he wants, and so be it. It's, it's a mutually beneficial, I guess. Would I do it? No. I think it's ridiculous, and I'll just grow old and die. That's just how it's going to happen. I don't need to live longer. What do I need to live longer? I'm already miserable.
All right.
What about you?
Well, if I'm a cranky rich old man, I don't want just your blood. I want the whole body. I'm gonna free jack style.
Yes.
I'm swapping my conscience in there.
Hit him with the free jack. Oh, I love it.
Then if you try and run, I'm gonna send Mick Jagger after you.
Oh boy, yeah, because now he'll really be catching you. Oh, that's so funny. All right, so let me see what I got for you. Oh, that's so nice. So since I've been working so much recently, I've been doing a lot of talking at work.
Working on the chain.
Right. So there were some guests that we were talking to, and they had mentioned that I think it was that they knew somebody who I think was on the list to go to the first colonization of Mars, which I didn't even know they had a list.
Oh, of course, they've got that escape list.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, they said they knew somebody, and I was like, really? Like, there's already a list? Are you kidding me? Like, Which is just weird to me. So,
Why they're not supposed to be telling people that they know where the
I don't know. These people had no problem just blurbing about it. I mean, they didn't have tons of details, but they had a few.
That's how you breed social resentment.
Yeah, I don't particularly care.
Hey, if it was a breakaway civilization, I'm on the list.
But there's the simple question. That's my question. If you could be on the list to colonize Mars, would you do it?
Oh,
yeah.
Colonize Mars or be a part of a breakaway civilization?
No, my question is colonize Mars.
Oh, okay. Can I ask a follow-up question?
Once you answer the question, then you can ask a follow-up
The
question.
follow-up question directly relates to how I would answer the question.
All right.
What is my financial state on this planet prior to my decision having to be made?
Oh my God.
If I'm destitute and have
No, not destitute. You're where you are now. So you're not too high, you're not too low.
I'd probably consider it, but I'd definitely be open to it if I had no job prospects and everything was not going well.
Okay.
I would be down for it in a heartbeat.
Okay.
If I was pretty successful here, I would much rather save my money for the established breakaway civilization.
Okay.
Where I'm not definitely going to die.
Okay.
But I've said this many times on Gratcast, John. My ultimate goal in life is to die off planet, if I die at all.
Okay. Well, when you're dying, we'll put you on an airplane, and then you can die in the air, and you'll be off the planet. So, My answer to that is
outside the atmosphere.
is a resounding no. Because and you said it yourself, because if you go to colonize something, most likely you're going to die.
Oh yeah, you're not coming back.
Remember when they colonized the West?
Die either way, right?
Yeah,
People-
even if you're successful, you're not coming
I
back.
mean, even if you don't colonize, most likely you're gonna die.
Going to Mars?
Well, even if you don't go to Mars, most likely you're going to die.
But this is why I don't want to go to Mars. I don't want to colonize Mars because I don't want to go
you
be
don't
in.
want to die on Mars.
He doesn't
I don't want to
fight
be
rocks.
like in a
Martian rocks.
like it's not. You have to colonize it. So you have to help build shit up, and you got to do stuff, and you got to do all of this.
Working
You
on the
have to
chain
help
gang.
make babies too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you initially colonize, like you've got to be able to have.
As we've
There's
seen
going to be
American Horror
like you've
Story,
seen
they don't need you
like
to
the first Star
fornicate
Trek
to
and
make
stuff.
the
Like
babies.
things go wrong, and things go seriously wrong,
You
and.
mean we need engineers and architects first.
And John.
Like you need to have like an
Those
established,
carpenters.
like he said, like an established, not quite breakaway society. Well, I guess that's what it would be.
John's got a voice for Mars Radio.
I would. Oh my god, I would like it if it were like Total Recall, and that's still kind of behind. But even if it was like Total Recall,
Giant 3D printers, so you don't have to do a thing. They'll just set it up and you just run around and get ready.
I don't want to colonize the planet. I'll go to Mars. I don't want to colonize the
I
planet.
could have blown.
Those are the
people's
guys that
minds.
die quick.
You would like
If
to
I
visit
had a
Lindsay
reference right here, it would
Resorts.
have been great for you as the Mars Radio voice.
What would that be?
Instead of Good Morning Vietnam, if I could have pulled the Good Morning, It's Serious Friend, whatever that big scar of Mars is called.
Oh, I don't know what it's called. I don't know. Either.
I've seen the name.
Oh, really?
It would have been such a great reference.
No, because anytime you colonize anything, you're the first, which means you're going to have the worst of it from everyone. It's like if you're the
How'd that go for the
firstborn,
Pilgrims?
you colonize your family, like you colonize for your brother, your little sister. They're going to have it a little better than you did because you came first. I mean, that's just how it happens.
How many pilgrims are still around?
Well, I mean, fair enough, right?
None.
You see how that works?
Inevitably going to go extinct.
Yep. Okay, are we? Let's move on here.
All right. John, I don't know if you saw the biggest story of the week.
Probably
Dominated all the headlines. Everywhere you turned, it could not be missed. Lindsay Lohan went full vigilante this week in Russia
Missed it.
and decided to live stream herself chasing these homeless people down the street, accusing them of trying to traffic their children, until this little old lady that she was chasing down the street turned and popped Lindsay right in the mouth.
For real?
Dropped her to the ground. Yeah. Then Lindsay gets up and she's looking in the camera. I'm just trying to help people. I don't know what's going on.
Come on.
Yeah. So my question to you, John.
So glad I didn't see that.
And have you ever gone vigilante and had the best of intentions blow up in your face?
Vigilante and no, I've actually never. Well,
You've never gone full vigilante?
I mean, like on the ice. That's not really. I mean, would you call it that? Like a sport? Like I went after somebody on the ice, and then I didn't want to hurt them, but when I hit them, I broke their leg. So I wanted to hit them because they were a jerk.
Keep rationalizing it.
No, but I'm just saying, like, so I went after him hardcore, and I threw the check, and I'm a big boy, and apparently I broke his leg, and I didn't want to break his leg, and then his buddy, who was bigger than me, came after me and wanted to kick my ass, so I had to get out of that. But
That's what happens when you become a vigilante, John.
I mean, never on the streets did I try to become I didn't, like, jump out, like,
always a bigger vigilante.
and run after somebody in a car, like, hey, you can't do that, or anything, like, crazy. No, I've never really done anything too vigilante on the streets. What, are you back again? Oh, fair enough. So what have you done? I mean, that's a great question. I mean,
What have I done that I can share on the air?
Well, I mean, you walked us right into the question, so I imagine you had something loaded up.
The Verizon store at the corner of Vine and Sunset, John.
Oh, out here.
We went there one time to get my phone fixed, and there was 6 or 7 employees.
I was not with you. You were by
And
yourself.
there was 6 or 7 employees there, and one other customer in the store, and they were wandering around aimlessly waiting for support as well. And if you're ever looking for a common theme in when Chris has issues in social settings, it's usually when the people are being stomped on for the entitlement of the few. That's my trigger. If you're taking advantage of the little old lady, if you're screwing everybody over and you don't give a damn, that's what chaps my ass, John. So now you got six customer service representatives wandering around and 2 customers like blowing lasers through them with our eyeballs. Like, hey, help us. Nothing, John.
And so you had to just go
That's exactly what happened, John.
I figured.
That is exactly what happened.
I figured.
I spoke up and said, enough of this. This is ridiculous. It's a 3-to-1 ratio of employees to customers right now, and you guys aren't doing nothing. So I kicked over the display and stormed out the door. I
That's not vigilante. What are you talking about?
I started the display.
That's you creating a scene and then running away.
No, I walked out slowly.
Oh, I'm just saying, that's not vigilante. Why would you come up with that question and not even have a... Oh, my goodness. That's...
Because I wanted to talk about Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, no,
Her chasing somebody down in Russia.
Oh, my goodness. That's freaking crazy. All right, let me see what I got here.
Do you have our final song queued up here for us, John?
It's close.
It's more than close. This train wreck needs to be
we
brought into the station.
No more bullet blitzes? Are we done?
Reached it too, John. We are over our time slot. We've done 2 bullet blitzes each. Did we? Did you do your second one?
No.
Oh, all right.
That's why I was shocked.
Hit us with the second one.
Okay, so the second one is this.
It's gotta be a good one. High drama now.
Well, it might not be real good, but it is what it is. I'm not going to go with the second one. I'm going to go with the third one here.
So now I'm getting to wrap it up from the producer.
Yep. Okay, so basically, I noticed we were talking at work, and we noticed a bunch of us slouch, okay? So it's slouching, and it's horrible. I noticed I slouch far too much. So I saw this.
Glad we extended the show.
Yes, I'm sure. So I saw this item on Facebook, and it helps out supposedly for the slouching. My question to you is, have you ever had an injury or something wrong with you where you needed an item to like help you? And then, if so, what was the item, and did you enjoy it? Like a broken arm, I get as a cast, so you can use it if you want. But this is like a.
Apparently, that would be a cop out by the way you phrased that.
Well, I mean, the cast is it's a little too easy, no?
I mean, I feel like the only answer here is crutches. Is there another answer?
Well, potentially a sling for the arm, or it doesn't have to be.
Slings.
No, just the cast. No, I didn't say slings and casts. So then crutches. I guess you're going to go with crutches.
So I've had crutches. I had a sling when I graduated from shoulder surgery.
But then, do you feel like that? But the sling didn't actually like help you in any way. It didn't allow you to screw up your arm anymore. Right? It just sat there.
Yeah.
Because of the whole slouching thing. Well, the reason I even said because my answer is that it's called the Body Wellness Posture Corrector. Oh. I don't know how much it is, but I saw the ad for it multiple times. And since I slouch so much, even now I'm just slouching like a moron, I figured to try it. So it's like it's one strap that goes here, and it kind of pulls your back up, so you sit up straight.
All right, well, I've got a different answer.
Okay.
A different answer now, and I know...
No, that's fine, that's fine.
The parameters.
Yeah, sure.
I've got these little, like, stickies that go on your back, and they have wires that run to them, and you can adjust the electrotherapy.
Oh, like the pulsing. Nice.
So it's got different speeds. Got those. I've done in the past, not like once or twice. The belt thing.
A girdle?
No, the thing that shakes you. And it's
I don't know what it's called, dude. I've only seen it jokingly in movies. That actually exists?
Yeah, that you just kind of wear while you're at a desk and while you're working. It kind of tightens. It's supposed to tighten your core.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah. This was exactly, John. This was a great executive decision to extend Gratcast an additional 5 minutes for this.
Hey, this is my return. I should be able to extend it for 5 more minutes.
Do you have the final song queued up now? Because if not, it's
I'm ready.
going to be.
Let's go. Here we go.
A harmony. There we go, John. Finally.
A harmony.
What's it called when somebody sings something
without music? It's I can't remember.
I know MTV calls it Unplugged, but...
No, it's not. It's called...
It's the small talk on the way out.
I know. It's called something else. I can't remember it.